Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel, and our today's topic will be why have we not achieved the life that we desire. I know majority of us, we have been having dream, we have been having desires to achieve greatness, to see ourselves moving differently in this life, maybe having achieved our goals, maybe having achieved the peace or joy or fulfillment in this life, but we have found it to be so difficult. So we are going to discuss aspects or factors that I think have been making majority of us to drag in this life. And the first factor is being tied or being attached to our old ways, or attaching ourselves to our old self. Remember, if you want to see yourself moving forward and we are still holding on to our old ways, there is nothing that is going to improve. We are not going to see any change. And maybe majority of us, this is what we have been doing. We have been doing the same things over and over again. The things we have known since we were kids, the things we have known since we were young, are the same things we are doing as adults. I know it's because of familiarity. We have seen these things happening in our family. We have seen our parents or our guardians doing the same things over and over, and maybe in your heart you feel there's something you want to reach for more. You want greatness, maybe you want peace, but you don't know how to achieve this peace. You don't know what happens in order for you to feel peaceful in your heart. And because you have seen, for example, you could be brought up in a family that has been experiencing chaos, a dysfunctional family where people have been fighting, where people have been insulting and telling each other mean words, but you decide in your heart this is not the life you want for yourself. This is not the life you want for you and for your kids. This is not the life you want to see yourself living in it, and you want change. And you ask yourself, what can I do? What is it that is making me to procrastinate or to stay in this position for many years? Although I have the desire to move forward, although I have the desire to move differently, I'm not yet seeing change. I think it is because we have been so stuck in our old self. We have been so stuck right there, still doing the same things over and over, and wishing one day peace will just come by your way. And remember, nothing will ever come until we take the steps of starting to do the very little steps, the things that are expected of us, so that we can see change. Remember, if we want to see success, if we want to see any change, we have to start doing things differently. And the change that we want to see, it will definitely start with us. It will definitely start with me. And so we have to reach to a point of where we are going to say enough is enough of the chaos that I've been having. Enough is enough of toxicity. Enough is enough of procrastination. And so what am I supposed to do? Is your mind open to new change? Is your mind open to learning new and different things? So we are going to reflect on ourselves, and we are going to mirror everything into ourselves and see what are the mistakes that I have been doing that are making my life to be stagnant, that are making my life not to move forward in the way that I want to see it. So holding onto our old self, holding onto the same ways, the way we have seen people do things, our friends around. We have known these friends, but these friends have become so toxic to our life. But you are not coming out of the group. You are not coming out of this environment where they are, but you want to see yourself having a life of peace, whereas your friends are giving you war. There's war in your environment. You're just having chaos. There is no true friendship. There is backbiting, rumor mongering amongst your friends. But you want to see a life free of these things. But again, we are so much held into this environment, into these toxic ways of our old self. So, being attached so much into our old ways is one factor that has contributed in making us not to move forward. The second factor that has contributed in making us to drag behind is fear of the unknown. Maybe you want to see things happening differently in your life. Maybe you want to see yourself in a different job, in a different career. Maybe you want to choose differently. You want to choose a partner in a different way, rather than the way you saw your parents or your friends or everybody in a society doing it. But you're so much afraid what will turn out. What will your friends say? What will your parents say? What will the society say about you? Because you are taking a different step that people have never taken, and you're afraid of the judgment. You are afraid of how Ashley you will be judged for doing things differently. So you are in that fear. That is what is holding you back. And remember, for you to move forward, remember, for you to see things moving in a different way and things appearing magically, or the way you want to see your life to look like, you have to do things differently. So you have to face that fear, because when you face the fear, it will lose its power. So the fear of the unknown has been dragging majority of us behind. You fear to voice out. You fear, maybe if it's a skill you have, if it is a talent or a passion you have, and you're afraid to start it. Maybe it's singing, and maybe you're telling yourself there's that inner critic in your heart, in your brain, and it is telling you that your voice is not that good. You will not sound good in front of people, and you're judging yourself, you're criticizing yourself. So you have that fear of unknown, you have fear of what people will say, and then that voices are speaking into you, telling you you will be laughed at, people will mock you, no one will buy your idea, no one will be there to hold you, no one will be there to congratulate you. And so you stay in that cocoon of fear, you stay in that cocoon of listening to those critics in yourself. So fear of unknown, fear of change. You want to change, but you still have the fear. This is what has held majority of us to drag behind. Another thing that I have found that is holding ourselves back, that we are not able to achieve our dream life, our dream careers, our dream partners, or having that peace that we want, having that life of fulfillment, is procrastination. Maybe because we might think that we have all the time. Maybe you might think, right now I'm so young, and I'm going to give myself some years. It's fear that is making you keep on procrastinating. Sometimes you may procrastinate because you think you are not even good enough. Your self-esteem is too low. That is why you're procrastinating. That's why you're saying, I'll start it tomorrow. You'll say, I'm waiting until my voice is good. I'm waiting until I have all that is required for me to start moving forward. And remember, we can never wait until we have it all together. We will always wait. So, in as much, or the moment you feel that inside of you there is spark, there's a light, make sure that you start shining. Start a little by little. Take the very small steps each day. Remember, it's not going to be something big that we are going to do in a day. It is the very simple steps. If you are there to the call, if you are there to that instinct that is telling you it's time now, but you're afraid, or you are rather procrastinating, you will never achieve your goals. You will never achieve that life that you want. So it's better we stop procrastinating and start taking the very small steps into achieving our dream life. So if you have other points or other factors that can contribute to our life not moving forward, you can comment down so that we can know and we can keep on learning together and growing together.